For generations, the communities have depended on these wetlands to graze their livestock. Now they are under threat.
The wetland has unique grass species, and what has happened is that the waters of the river Yala have carried them to the wetland. They have found a very rich ecosystem where they have thrived.
Look at the livestock. They are there. And that is what we depend on. And now the big company, want to kill our livestock. What will help us in future?
Dominion has cleared the indigenous vegetation in the area to give way to the dam. These include homestead fences, grazing and cultivation crops, as well as the swamp papyrus growth. By flooding the demarked area, it would cause the loss of income-generating projects carried out by the locals. Mama Debe is one of the many traders who depend on the papyrus as raw material for handicraft. The floods have since destroyed and caused inaccessibility to the indigenous papyrus. She shares an insight into her mat-making business.
Size maduong kabisa en siling 250. Mano size maduong. Size maluwe biro siling 100, 200. Machako luwe 180. Koro duogo kamano nyako bede e siling 100. Mane mogik matin. Parni dwe anyalo yudo kata siling 4,000 kata 5,000 e dwe ka nikech odiochieng' anyalo uso kata siling moro 300, 400, 200. Koro en uso mopogre. Uso kang'eyo odiochieng' kaka nyalo wuok godo e odiochieng'.
Mesha Kwere was, until recently, the proud proprietor of this posher mill. The business was the backbone income generator for his family. The mill has since been rendered dysfunctional and inaccessible due to the floods.
And due to the flood, the family has lost the revenue. And while I was checking the machine, I found a lot of damage. I don't think it will operate. And if at all it will operate, it will demand a lot of money and even repairing of the floor. So we are now in a dilemma.
The Dominion project has infringed on property rights and caused more damage to the surrounding community rather than assist in the intended poverty reduction program. Moreover, this will introduce devastating repercussions by causing food insecurity in the region, a phenomena that is absolutely foreign to the locals.
We are people who have mastered their livelihood and nature. We have harnessed our environment to feed us sustainably.
Justo Debe is a local farmer who has been tilling the land since he moved here in 1971. Farming has been his family's source of steady livelihood.
Oduma na yudo gunde 98, oganda na nyalo yudo gunde 20 gi wiye. Alot to koro ne miya benefit maduong' kabisa. Ma nikech ne en gima na nyalo ng'wedo chakre Januari nyaka higa machielo. Koro ne en gima ne konya, kendo kanyo ne miyo na nyalo yudo kaka nyithinda chiemo, kaka nyithinda dhi skul, kendo na nyalo yudo kaka na arwakra, kendo na nyalo bedo to gi pesa mondo omi ayud godo ngimana kaka dhi mbele.
Ka pidho kata ka bawe macham kende. Ka pidho alot sukuma gi nyanya, dwe kipuo maber nuseka, to nyaka yud gimiluongo kata ni siling 10,000. Iyudo kata siling 10,000 dwe. To minyiewo mana matindo gi benitie.
Pesa hiyo anampa mimi kwa kutoka hapa chini 45,000. Na hii shamba langu mimi napataka chakula kusinda hiyo pesa.
On a larger scale, farmers from Alego area are known to cultivate vegetables and are one of the main suppliers of the local markets, Bondo and Kisumu.
Apuro galot, sukuma, ateri chiro Bondo, ema ngimana duto ema konyara ga kodo. Kendo kar kanyo
ok apuro skuma no kende, apuro nyanya, apuro utungu, apuro oganda, oduma bende apuro ga kuno. Koro kar kanyo ema ngima wa duto konyere. Idwe anyalo loso siling 15,000 manyalo loso.
To puri mokela kokoni. Kora lodhi nitase puri higni 7. To eni emo konya ga kaka an gi rahia ma onge ng'at marango, eni emo konya gi nyithindogo. Eni ema tiyo kode, onge tich moro yoyote kendo onge ng'ama kuja ka konya mak mana lodhi. Koro anta pura ka joma waro gana kuoma.
The Luo community have deep spiritual attachments to their ancestral burial sites. Families bury their deceased and practice specific rituals at specially demarcated areas. Customs dictate the living should not desert the dead. It is even more difficult for widows like Janet Okello, who are bound by traditions.
Kata nyathina matho, abenda setho. Nyathina bende niko onyuolo nyithinde, obene gowe ni nyithinde lowono. To nyikwaya go be anego we nyikwaya mandhuhulu na lowoni. Eka kwa be wayude. Joma chon kware wa gidayewa. Ne giweyo eka wege kware wodonje, eka wege wodonje, eka wabe ko wadonje. En mana lo achiel ni.
Wan kaka waneno chik kiluo. Ne waluoro kama oseyikie ng'ato nikech ma en ndalo ma kopo ne chopo to jodalano dhi time misango. To ka koro chopo ni sani koro en koro imuko liendino, nyiso ni jodalano koro onge kata kama ginyalo dhi time misango gimoro kata ginyalo dhi time girgi moro nikech wuongi no osemuki ma kata kama diging'e kama noyikie wuongi koro gikia.
I think it is important that also we vet some of these investors before they come in, and we find out what is their track record in terms of dealing with a lot of issues of human rights. How do they treat people? Similar projects that they have done elsewhere. What's their record? Because a lot of time we have seen government going into agreements on deals, and then before we know it, we are being exposed that these people have